Right, my friends, I'm in London, as you can probably tell, with the shards behind me there, or as I said on another video, shart, as I affectionately call it. Anyway, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But that's not why we're here today, because I'm going to tell you a little story. Sound like Max Bygraves, don't I? Here, I want to tell you a story. When I lived in the States, over in Hoboken, a good friend of mine used to be called John the Baker, and he was kind of well, you know, I always thought of him as the mafia, etc. Lovely guy. You shook his hand and he used to crush your hand. You've just seen a picture of him there on the video there. Bless him, I think he's now passed away. Lovely guy, very, very good friend of mine. Now, why did they call him John the Baker, I hear you say? Because he was a baker. But he told me lots of stories about the police going in there and, you know, stories that I can't tell on camera. However, bear with me, because today we're actually off to see a guy, or to a place called Benny the Butcher. So I've got John the Baker, Benny the Butcher, and if it's a kind of an American thing, isn't it? Italian American, where they all had the names Benny the Butcher, and they've got Baz the Barber now as well. And if they have a name, then and you do anything wrong, you sort of like get whacked, don't you? But anyway, the American theme's in here with Benny the Butcher, because he actually does a Philly cheesesteak right here in London, and he set his business up doing this Philly cheesesteak when he was in the pandemic, because he wanted to do something different. But he's always worked in butchers from a very young age. And their Philly cheesesteaks, or his Philly cheesesteaks, I think he's got two venues now. One down the road from here, near that way, and one in Camden. I'll put his website in the description down below. So anyway, long story, we're going to go and see Benny the Butcher. We're going to go and have a Philly cheesesteak with his homemade cheese sauce, and also the toppings, because apparently the secret is in the toppings. If you're new to the channel and you do think I'm a bit of a nutcase, then that's fine. Give us a thumbs up. At least I'm making you smile, and also think about subscribing. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Nothing screams London like a black cab, does it? They're absolutely fantastic. Although for me now, it screams fake taxi. And if you know, and you know, keep it to yourself. I do love a British pub, London pub as well. There's a lot more pubs down here that are open. The further north you go in the UK, unfortunately, seem to be a lot shut down now. Now, I don't know where Google Maps is taking me, because it looks like I'm round the back of a housing estate here, but we'll go with it. Google Maps is normally good. Apple Maps, terrible. Now, I am looking forward to this, because when I used to live in Hoboken, over in the States, which I've said numerous times, there used to be a place when I first went there called Philly Cheesesteaks, because Philadelphia is famous for its cheesesteaks, and that's where a Philly cheesesteak came from, and it was absolutely delicious. Unfortunately, that place then closed down, but it was phenomenal, and I used to love it, and I'm partial to a Philly cheesesteak, so I can tell you whether this is going to be good or bad. By the way, I also, talking about names like, you know, Benny the Butcher, etc., and John the Baker, I knew a guy called George the Cleaner, but he wasn't a cleaner as we know it. I was a bit naive. Look at this car over here. I think this is American. Hang on a minute, we've got Joe here from Ipswich.
Hi Lee, how you
From
doing?
Ipswich. Are you an Ipswich supporter? You're not an Ipswich?
I'm from Redcar originally,
Ah, right.
so smuggling.
Right. Well, I'm off now
Yeah.
for a Philly cheesesteak.
Whereabouts that?
A place called Benny the Butcher.
Nice.
Right, now Benny the Butcher, if you have a name like that, like Benny the Butcher or John the Baker or, you know, George the Cleaner, they're always, it's gangster type thing,
So
isn't it?
it's around here, is it?
Yeah, it's about half a mile that way. I'm having a little wander and a little
I
walk.
think they filmed Luther around here, a few streets off there, and also what's it called? Ashes to Ashes, the pub on the corner.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
the ghosts were.
Really?
Yeah, where all the ghosts in the last scene.
Yeah.
It's around the corner. Nice pub.
It's got a bit of a feeling about it. I like it. Yeah, and I used to love Luther actually. It was great with the
Very
coat.
good, very
I
good.
had a bit of a crush. Do you remember the girl on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was nice. Anyway, so I'm gonna check this Philly cheesesteak out. I'm thinking if I don't give it a 10 or I give it a good review, I'm probably gonna get whacked.
Cool.
So anyway, onwards, my friends.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Just look at this car. This is fantastic. It's got to be American, that, isn't it? It is American. It says Houston in it as well. What a car! Look at that. Gonna get whacked. Yeah, it's from Texas. That is fantastic. I remember, and then we've got a car up here that I recognise, this style of car. Wow, it is fantastic round here. It has got that feeling, and it does remind me of where Luther was filmed, so obviously, and it is. Pub over there as well. Look at that little pub. I love it round here. And then here you go. A car that you might recognise from my channel. Yeah, Luther, if you've not seen the series, watch it. It is absolutely fantastic. I just googled who the woman was in it, because I had obviously Idris Elba was Luther, but Ruth Wilson played Alice Morgan, and I had a massive crush on Ruth Wilson. I mean, I still do, but don't tell Sarah. She went to Nottingham University as well, so there we go. I've done a bit of research on her. There is so many pubs down here, literally within yards of each other, and they're all full. It is good to see. It really is good to see. Elephant and Castle. Now, wasn't there a TV show called that with Jim Davidson in it? Up the elephant and round the castle. From memory anyway. Let me know in the comments section. I love to see the old architecture next to the new architecture, like back there with the Shard and, you know, the church or whatever in front of it. It's just great, absolutely fantastic. I could live down here in London, and I know I can hear people saying, oh no, it's a terrible place. I love it. It's got everything. If you want something, it's right on your doorstep. I have to say, I came down here with my old boss when I worked at the Chad many years ago, and it's changed so much. All I remember is seeing loads of people with bowler hats on and umbrellas, and you don't see that anymore. What year did that disappear? Because there was loads, there were hundreds of them. I love that. The lamp outside the police station reminds me of the old days when my dad was a police officer. Dixon of Dock Green kind of days. Yeah, I've got a photograph of him somewhere in his uniform, and it was like Dixon of Dock Green. Another pub over there. I tell you, it is fantastic down here. I love it, but it's like an adult playground. Right, well, there's a load of stuff in here apparently, so let's go and find Benny the Butcher. Wow, there's a load of stuff in here. I'm going to have to put some music over this because there's music playing and I don't want a copyright strike.
Have a little taste.
Oh, what is this?
That's the pork belly and that's the chicken.
This is the chicken?
No, that's the pork belly.
That's the pork belly. Let's try this. Going to try the pork belly here from Latin American Kitchen. Oh, wow. That, it just melts in your mouth. Wow. This place is huge in here. It goes right through to another, like, room or whatever. There's food all over. It's amazing. Look at this. Right, here we are, Benny the Butcher. So I think we might have to go for the Big Benny. The Big Benny or the Classic Philly? What do I go for? Which is the most popular? The Big Benny or the... I think we might have to go for the Big Benny. Is it the Big Benny? Do you mind being on camera? The Big Benny, which is the most popular
So
one?
the most popular one's the chili one,
The chili one.
then truffle, and then Big Benny.
The Big Benny, how big is the Big Benny?
So Big Benny is the name. So we do two sizes, right? So XXL
Yeah.
and a regular. That would be about.
So that's the regular one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Regular one.
Let's go for the XL.
Yeah.
And what fries do you recommend?
The truffle and cheese fries.
Truffle and cheese fries.
People love it.
Let's go for the truffle and cheese fries. And I'll have a tin of pop, which is ginger beer, please. I'll have a ginger beer, please.
So ginger beer.
Yeah.
XXL
XXL.
chili.
Gonna have an XXL chili, yeah. Is that the Big Benny still? No.
Big Benny's mushroom pepper steak, onions, and cheese.
Okay, and the chili, is it the chili Philly then?
The chili Philly is got chili oil, sriracha mayo,
Which is the most popular though?
chili. That's what I said.
The chili Philly.
Yep.
We'll go for the chili Philly then. So one chili Philly, which is rib, one with truffle on it, is it?
So the truffle one separate.
No, just one. We're just going to go for one. Yeah,
Chili.
the chili Philly
Fries with the truffle.
with the truffle fries and a ginger beer. So the chili Philly is ribeye steak, cheese sauce, which is homemade, onions, sriracha mayo, and chili oil. Is this going to blow my head off?
Of course, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Excellent. Right, my friends, so we've got a little buzzer here. That came to £24. Can't make out the receipt there, what was what. I can't really make that out. I think the chili Philly was $14.50. Then we've got the fries, which is $6.50, and then the ginger beer, which is £3. So £24 in total. I've not had this before. Dalston's ginger beer. It's real fiery apparently, and also the chili Philly is going to blow my head off. I love a bit of ginger beer. Whoa, that's got a kick to it, I tell you. I love places like this where you can go around, you've got different foods, you can have a wander around, you can have a sample, they'll give you a sample and you can have a little taster. In fact, if you're from the north, then you could literally just go around, have a little taster and not pay for anything. Right, my friends, well, the goods have arrived, my word. I mean, this thing is heavy, it weighs a ton, and this is definitely layered and laced. This is the chili Philly. We've also got the truffle and cheese fries here as well. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to pick this up, because you're supposed to be able to pick them up, but I can't pick that up. I mean, how on earth am I going to do that? That's going to be an interesting one, and I'm going to apologise now. So before we go any further, take a closer look, my friends. Right, well there you go. I mean, how am I supposed to eat this without getting it everywhere? We'll give it a go like this, but I mean, how do I get the meat bit? Because the edges is just the bread, which is very soft, by the way. Very fresh. Mmm. The cheese sauce is coming through there. I'm going to have to use my fork because, hang on a minute. Oh, something's kicking me in the back there. It's the sauce. Let's go for the steak here. What did it say? It's got ribeye steak, cheese sauce, onions, sriracha mayo. Is that right? Sriracha mayo and chili oil. So, wow. Wow. Okay. That steak is really, really tender. It just melts in your mouth. The sauce, the cheese, got a bit of a tang to the cheese. The kick of the chili there as well. Fantastic. It's like a fusion of different flavours. Good grief. It's coming through my nose. 1 second. Right. I tell you what, for me though, there's plenty of steak on there. Just have a look at this. Just look at this steak here. I'm going to give you a close-up of it. That just, oh, you don't even have to chew it particularly. It's literally, the only problem is that my only issue with it is you're supposed to be able to pick 'em. I mean, how can, that's just ridiculous. How can you eat that? I mean, look, I'm gonna look like this. Excuse me for this. All right, here we go. Oh my word, that is messy, but so tasty. I'm glad I decided to shave. Otherwise that would have been in my beard. That is phenomenal. And the bread as well. So fresh, you can tell. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous bread. Slightly toasted. Slightly toasted on the outside, but only just. Giving a little tinge there. Let's go in for these truffle and cheese fries now. Just have to cleanse the palate a minute. Right, the truffle and cheese fries. To be honest, I'm not a massive fan of loaded fries. I just find it very messy. And it seems to be the in thing now, just throwing a load of stuff on your fries. And calling them loaded. Trying to get through the taste because the crikey, the chili is so hot. I'm getting a tang from the cheese on there as well. The fries have got a slight crispiness to the outer of them as well. Cooked quite well. For me, the fries are nice, but as I say, I don't know what you think. I'm not into the loaded fries as he stuffs more in his mouth. But the Philly cheesesteak is excellent. I've only got one reservation, and I shall go through that outside, but the meat in it is phenomenal. You can tell his background is a butcher because he's going to know what good meat is, and I can tell you that is damn good meat. I'll see you guys outside in a minute. Wow. Right, let's get down to business, shall we? It was nice. The steak was so tender, and as I said in there, it's going to be good steak, isn't it? Because I mean, the guy's a butcher. That's what he is. It's in the name, isn't it? Trying to find the receipt. Here it is. What was it? £24. Not the cheapest Philly cheesesteak. And I have to say, as I said in there a million times, I'm not into loaded fries. I just don't get it. Let me know in the comment section what you think. My only reservation was, you're supposed to be able to pick these things up with your hand and eat them. It's a sandwich, isn't it? It's like a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. You pick it up, you bite it. You can't, because it's got that much stuff going on inside it. I won't swear, else I'll have to bleep it out. It just goes all over the place. It's just a complete mess, isn't it? I think less of the fillings on the inside and make it a bit neater so you can pick it up and eat it with your hands. Other than that, the steak was tender, the baguette or whatever, the bread was fresh and actually really nice. Very tasty. There's nothing worse than a stale baguette or a stale bit of bread. So for me, score-wise, I mean, taking into cost also, I'm going to go with, I'm going to give it a fairly high score because of the steak. I'm going to go with an 8. How's that? A solid 8. An all-round 8. Excellent Philly cheesesteak. Was it the best one that I've had? It's the best steak that I've had in a Philly cheesesteak so far. So tender. So there we go, an 8. Benny the Butcher in London. Go and see him for yourself. I believe there's another one in Camden as well. That's all from me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Benny, if you're watching, don't whack me. That's a good score. You've got great steak. All right, it was a good score.